Venise Ocampo, a hospitality management instructor. Welcome to my class.
A pleasant day to each and every one of you. Welcome to our class, Fundamentals of Lodging Operations. So for today's lesson, we are going to talk about the operations, particularly in the hotel industry. So as we all know, the rooms or the guest rooms are the product of the hotel. So specifically, ito yung kinikater ng hotel sa ating mga guests. And the primary reason din kung bakit nag-check-in or nag-stay ang mga guests sa isang hotel is because they want to avail these types of rooms. So in this lesson, we will touch rooms division, particularly or specifically the front office department and the housekeeping department. So now let's start our discussion. So for the introduction, it says here that in an increasingly communications-oriented society and world, information, its storage, retrieval, dissemination, and evaluation can mean a competitive edge and to a certain extent, which is power. So as we all know nowadays, because of the modernization, dahil tayo is nasa 21st century na, we all know that communication is becoming an easy thing for us because we can communicate in various ways, we can retrieve information in various ways, we can even store information in various ways, and we can even disseminate or forward this information in a lot of ways. And therefore, dahil madami ng pamamaraan, nowadays, meron na tayong competitive edge, di ba? Meron na tayong competitive advantage towards our competitors, towards other business competitors. So technology has given us the internet, the cellular phones, the electronic email, telephone and computer transmitted facsimiles or yung tinatawag natin na mga faxes, overnight delivery of letters and packages, and personal data assistant. So dahil nga tayo is makabago na, so si technology is the same thing. Okay? Marami siyang ino-offer sa atin nowadays. Meron na tayong mga wireless internet connection, di ba? Iba't ibang klase ng mga cellular phones, mga smartphones, mga appliances, mga electronics. And even nowadays, we can even send our messages through email and even contact other people through the use of telephone or even fax. So this all combined to generate an expectation of clear and nearly instantaneous communication, and by logical extension, fast and efficient services based on communication. So due to the combination of the communications and technology, okay, so mas naging mabilis, di ba? Mas naging efficient yung pagdi-deliver natin ng services sa ating mga clients or particularly sa ating mga guests. So this in turn has increased the complexity of hotels' front office and at the same time delivered increased opportunities to serve the hotel guests. So dahil nga lumalawak na yung coverage ng communication at ng teknolohiya, mas naging complex, mas naging malawak din yung role ni front office sa isang hotel. So nag-increase yung mga opportunity para sa mga hotel guests because through the use of technology, they can even book their reservation through online. They can even chat this reservation person para nang sa ganon is makapag-inquire sila, di ba? Makapag-book sila at masagot yung mga tanong na gusto nilang tanungin. So being the hub or the nerve center of a modern hotel has as one of its positive aspects the fact that front office staff can be keenly aware of what is happening at virtually every level of the hotel's organizational structure. So as mentioned sa HM 106, which is the front office procedures, it says that the front office department is the hub or the nerve center or the face of the hotel. At dahil sila ang face of the hotel, Sa kanila nanggagaling lahat ng mga information bago makapasok si guest doon sa kanilang mga respective rooms. And therefore, they are really aware sa lahat ng mga nangyayari sa loob ng hotel. So, kung may positive side, meron din namang mga negative aspect. At sinasabi dito, one of the negative aspects is that the front office serves as a lightning rod for guest complaints. So, dahil sila nga ang face of the hotel, hub or nerve center of the hotel, sila din yung kadalasan na nakaka-receive ng mga guest complaints. And kapag naka-receive sila ng mga complaints coming from the guests, of course, they are in charge to deal with it. They are in charge para solusyonan yung mga problema na yun. And dealing with these kinds of complaints is one of the difficult tasks na kailangan na ma-handle ni front office staff. Now, let's discuss the electrifying job of the front office manager. So, according to Bardi, the front office manager must take an active role in gathering information of interest to guests and in developing procedures for the front office to use in disbursing this information. So, ang head nga ng ating front office department is si front office manager or si FOM. And ang isa sa mga role niya is of course to gather important information para nang sa ganon is yung mga information na to is ma-develop niya para mabigay natin yung best possible services sa ating mga guests. At isa rin sa mga role niya is of course to develop procedures para nang sa ganon is maging organized, mas maging smooth yung ating transaction sa ating mga hotel guests. Now, what are the interdepartmental communication? Okay? So, ano ba yung mga iba't ibang departments na may kinalaman sa operation ng isang hotel? So, let us not forget that when we say operation, ito yung sinasabi natin na pagiging active or pagkakaroon ng function ng isang business. So, it is a kind of work of managing the inner workings of your business. So, in return, it will run efficiently as possible. So, sa lahat naman ng mga business, meron tayong tinatawag na operations management, which later on, mas mapag-uusapan pa natin siya. So, first department is the marketing and sales. So, dito, the guest history, reservations, first impression, relay messages, and guest function information is included. So, para makapag-operate ang isang hotel, para ma-cater natin, ma-advertise natin ang mga guest room, we need the marketing and sales department. At itong mga details na to ang meron sila. Of course, when they market, they will have the guest history. Diba? Kasi involved din yun pagdating sa sales. Makikita nila yung reservation, makikita nila yung mga messages, and other guest information. Next one is the housekeeping. So, parte yan ng operation ng isang hotel. Because sa housekeeping, dito natin nakikita yung room status, potential house count, security concerns, and requests for amenities and supplies. The next one is the food and beverage. So, they're also relaying messages, accurate voucher information, posting of charges to guest account, predicted house counts, and paid outs. So, syempre, sa operation ng isang hotel, dahil nga ang pinaka-main product natin is the hotel guest room, syempre, yung mga guests na mag-i-stay sa atin, they will also avail food and beverage services. And one of the role of the front office department is to what? Is to post charges sa mga guest folio ng ating mga guests. So, pag halimbawa, nag-dine in si guest, sinabi na, kindly charge our bill to our room 132, diba? So, ibig sabihin, kung ang bill nila sa restaurant is 1,500, they can charge it or they can post the charges sa kanilang hotel bill or sa kanilang room bill. So, pagka-check out nila, tsaka nila babayaran. So, next one is the banquet, which is the information on scheduled events, process of payment dues of the guests for scheduled events, preparation of daily function board and marquee, and a public communication post. So, si banquet, most likely dito nakapaloob yung mga events, mga catering events, or kahit anong klaseng events na pwedeng ganapin doon sa hotel. So, of course, si banquet and si food and beverage is also interrelated or interconnected with one another. So, the next one is the controller. So, dito naka-include yung mga daily summary of financial transaction, the financial data for billing, and the credit card ledgers. So, kung ikaw ay isang controller or sa particular office ng isang hotel or department, so dito nakapaloob lahat ng mga financial transaction. Anything na may kinalaman sa pera, sa mga billing ni guests, sa mga credit card bills, sa mga credit card payments, so si controller yung in charge. So for the maintenance, of course, the room status and guest request for maintenance service. So, ito isa ring mahalaga because the operation of the hotel guest room will not be efficient and will not be, effective kapag yung ating maintenance, diba, is hindi agad na-actionan yung mga dapat na i-repair, i-replenish, diba, i-renovate doon sa ating mga guest room. So, sa room status, kung ang operation ng isang hotel, let's say for example, majority of the rooms are out of order, so alam yon ni maintenance department. At ang task nila is to what? Is to fix those out of order rooms. Kung sira yung bulb, sira yung mga gripo, 'di ba? Sira yung mga air conditioning unit, so they need to repair it immediately or they need to make a move para yon is maayos. So, next one is security. So, fire safety, emergency communication information, and investigation of guest security concerns. So, anything na may kinalaman sa safety and security ng isang guest, particularly the information kapag may mga nangyaring emergency sa hotel, so sa security department ang in charge. The next one is the human or the human resources. So, this is the initial point of contact and resources screening for potential employees. So, syempre, mahalaga na ang pag-ooperate ng isang hotel is meron tayong mga valuable employees, diba? Meron tayong mga potential employees, highly skilled employees, at itong mga employees na to is dumadaan muna kay human resource department. So, from the beginning, which is the interview, yung pagpapasa ng resume, up to the makapasok na sila sa hotel or makapag-start na sila ng work. So, those are the interdepartmental communications or the department that has something to do with the operations of the hotel guest room. So, the next one is, it says here that further inquiry into the role of the front office manager can be accomplished by reviewing the elements of a job analysis of this position, and Bardi presents a job analysis of an FOM's duties on a typical day. So, ano ba yung mga trabaho ni front office manager sa everyday operation ng isang hotel? So, reviews night audit report. So, they need to make sure na magbabalance ang mga transactions, yung mga reports from the start of the hotel operation hanggang sa gabi. So, si night audit is mas madidiscuss pa natin siya sa front office procedure subject. So, reviews incoming reservation for the day, communicate information to employees on all shifts concerning reservations, room assignments, and room inventory. So, syempre, pag next shift na, kapag may papalit na sa'yo na front office associate, you need to relay information, you need to communicate the information na by this time may darating tayong mga VIP guests, si room 412 is merong special request for their room, and then you have also to declare yung room inventory. Okay, so for example, we have 2 rooms na out of order, we have 3 rooms na VIP yung naka check-in, meron pa tayong mga available rooms for this particular floor level ng hotel. So anything about room inventory. So communicates information to other departments. So it is also essential sa trabaho ni front office manager. So resolves guest billing discrepancies and other complaints. So kung may problema sa guest bill, okay, at merong ibang mga complaints si guest, so most likely trabaho din yon ni front office manager. So prepares budget with general manager and controller. Prepares forecasting sheet. Of course, it is very important para ma-determine natin kung ilan yung estimated na guest o yung na-forecast natin na guest na pwedeng mag-check-in this summer season, this off-peak season. So, conduct business meeting to promote room sales. So, isa rin sa mga trabaho ni front office manager ang mag-conduct, 'di ba, ng mga business meeting para nang sa ganon is declare nila or mapag-usapan nila rather how are they going to promote yung kanilang mga guest room. Assist in check-in and check-out reservation confirmations, updating reservation system. So sometimes kapag fully book ang isang hotel, tumutulong na din talaga si front office manager pagdating sa check-in, pagdating sa mga check-out procedure. Interviews potential front office employees. Of course, kung merong mga potential employees na gustong mag-apply doon sa designated position sa front office department, isa si front office manager sa mga haharap at magi-interview sa potential employee na to. Okay, communicates with the night auditor. Of course, may separate na employee tayo for the night audit report, and that is the night auditor. And then maintains front office equipment. Those equipments will be your computer, your printer, the telephone, any equipment na matatagpuan natin sa front office department. So those are the duties on a typical day ng isang front office manager. So, if the front office manager analyzes the various guest departmental contacts, he or she can move towards understanding how front office fits into the efficient delivery of the hotel's hospitality services. So dahil nakita natin na ang daming mga role ni front office manager, ibig sabihin lang nun na si front office manager is vital, okay? He or she is important sa pagbibigay ng mga services, sa pagdi-deliver ng services sa ating mga guests. So, what are the potential departmental contacts na matatagpuan natin sa operation ng isang hotel? So, first one is the marketing. So, as mentioned a while ago, ito na nga yung mga concerns with regards sa advertising methods, sa mga incentive promotion, how are we going to conduct survey sa ating mga guests. Next one is the reservation. So, sa reservation, dito we develop and monitor a reservation system with respect to the ease of access to toll-free numbers, fax, national reservation system, and telephone manner of personnel handling reservation, cancellation, at yung mga available na rooms, and then the complementary services, products, and general information. So, si reservations, lahat ng mga nagtatrabaho under reservations, is sila yung humahawak, diba? Ng anything about sa pagtatanong, anything about sa pagpapareserve ng guest room, sa pagpapareserve ng event center sa isang hotel, kung may mga gaganapin na important events. And then, registration. So, si registration, of course, it develops and monitor registration system with respect to concern for managing a guest transportation shuttle system. Ayan. So, kung gusto ni guest na ipasundo siya from the airport, so kasama yon kapag siya is nag-register. So dito din natin makikita if we can provide assistance sa guest luggage. We can also check yung mga room status, kung paano natin ipaprocess yung mga credit cards, kung paano natin i-maintain yung communication between the housekeeping, the F&B, maintenance, and other hotel departments. Kasi the moment na si guest is nag-register, diba? The moment na si guest is nagpa-reserve, so yung mga vital information, yung mga necessary information is nakapaloob doon sa registration at sa reservation ni guest. So yung mga departments in charge with it, so they need to work efficiently and effectively. And then, of course, kapag nakapag-register na si guest, eto na yung check-in process o yung tinatawag natin na guest stay. So, ibig sabihin, kapag si guest is nasa hotel na, they are staying, so most likely you need to ensure that there will be a guest satisfaction. Masasatisfy si guest sa mga services na pinoprovide natin. Of course, importante din dyan yung safety and security ni guest. Kung si guest is gusto na tawagan sila in the morning for the wake-up call, especially kung business man ka, diba? You need a wake-up call. So, pwede natatawagan ka ni front office manager or ni front office associate rather, para sabihin na, "Good morning, sir. May I remind you that it is time for your wake-up call." Diba? You need to start your day, have a great day, and take your breakfast. Yung mga ganun. So, a simple reminder para lang magising natin si guest at makapag-start sila ng positive sa ating hotel. So, dito din nakapaloob yung guest folio and then yung telephone system. And then, of course, after their stay, they need to check out. So, sa pag-check out, syempre, we need also to provide efficient check-out system. So, dapat yung sistema, yung proseso ng pag-check out ni guest is hindi hassle, diba? Hindi matagal. Kasi pag matagal, maiinip si guest. So, pwedeng magkaroon ng mga complaints. So, dito makikita din natin yung wait time ni guest. So, let's say for example, ang goal ni front office department is to deliver a fast checkout system or process sa loob ng 3 minuto is makakapag-checkout na si guest. And of course, sa pag-checkout ni guest, dito din natin i-declare kung meron siyang mga guest bill na dapat pang bayaran and ipe-present natin yung syempre yung guest folio where all the transactions are listed. So, that is the potential departmental contacts or the cycle within the operations of the hotel. So, next one is the concept of empowerment. So, according to Sternberg, discusses the concept of empowerment as a granting of authority to employees to make everyday decisions within guidelines. So, it is very important na magkaroon tayo ng sense of empowerment kapag tayo is nagtatrabaho na. You feel empowered. And when you feel empowered, it means that you have the authority, okay? You have the authority and you are responsible for your employees. Lalong-lalo na kung nasa top management ka. Okay? Kung isa ka sa mga head. So, for example, many guests of the hotel feel that they are in the middle of bureaucracy when they want to have a charge adjusted on their account folio. Okay? So, for example, may isang guest na hindi niya maintindihan or merong conflict, okay, may question about sa kanyang bill sa hotel. So, most likely, ang sasabihin ni front office associate is, "Step aside, ma'am, and I'll call my supervisor." Kasi syempre, minsan, may mga guests tayong may encounter na they are too harsh, diba? They are too aggressive sa pagrereklamo. And sometimes, hindi na natin ma-handle, lalong-lalo na kung baguhan ka pa lang. So, tatawagin natin yung ating supervisor or si manager. So, si cashier is only doing what he or she was trained to do. However, the guest doesn't care what the training was and he just knows the system isn't user-friendly. Okay? So si cashier, meron tayong system, di ba? Meron tayong system na ginagamit para nang sa ganun is hindi na natin manual na kukumputin yung mga guest bill, hindi na natin manual na isusulat, and all that. So dahil may system tayo, you have to trust the system. Not unless the system has a defect, di ba? Or may failure sa system. So syempre, gagawin natin is we need to really communicate well sa ating mga guests. Okay? Kasi hindi naman na nila, ala silang pakialam kung ano yung system mo na yan. They want to adjust their bill. They have something to complain about sa guest bill nila. So therefore, if you are empowered, if you have a sense of authority and you know how to communicate well, ibig sabihin, magiging maayos yung pag-uusap o yung resolution towards the guests. So the role of the front office manager demands a mastery of communication. So hindi ka magiging manager sa kahit saang larangan ng department sa hotel kung wala kang mastery of communication. If you don't know how to communicate well, if you don't know how to talk properly, or let's say interact properly with other people. So mastery of communication is complex. Kumbaga maraming pwedeng pag-usapan about communication. So operational details, 'di ba? You need to be informed, you need to be knowledgeable sa lahat ng operation ng isang hotel. And dapat lahat ng mga information about the operations management is alam ni FOM. And then we also have the empowerment. So as mentioned a while ago, there should be an empowerment, lalong-lalo na if you are in a top management position. So, syempre, as a regular employee or as a starting employee, of course, you need also to feel that you are empowered. Para na sa ganon, mas maging effective, di ba? Mas maging maganda yung pakikipag-usap mo sa mga guests. Because alam mo yung ginagawa mo and you are motivated also. So now, ano naman yung tinatawag natin na yield management? So, si yield management is one of the important aspect of the hotel's operation. So, when we say yield management, so sinasabi dyan that it is not very exciting. However, the results of a well-run yield management program are certainly exciting. So, properly implemented, it means that a money or that a business can make more money. So in short, ano ba si yield management? So when we say yield management, it is the strategy, okay? So you have to take note of this. It is a strategy based on selling to the right customer at the right time for the right price. Okay? Strategy, di ba? Ito yung strategiya na ginagamit natin para maibenta natin, okay, mai-market natin yung ating mga guest room. Kanino natin siya ima-market? Kanino natin siya ibebenta? So, we need to sell those kinds of products or particularly the guest room to the right customer at the right time for the right price. Okay? So, ang pinaka-key natin dito is to sell more and to sell more profitable items. At ang gusto natin nga na maibenta is yung ating mga guest room. Para nang sa ganon, mag-earn tayo ng profit at kumita si hotel. Okay, so the first step in yield management program is to determine who the best customer is. Diba? Paano mo malalaman kung sino yung customer mo, kung sino yung guest na tina-target mo? And most likely, nalalaman natin to in the first stage, which is yung pagkikreate natin ng business plan or ng feasibility study. Tinitingnan mo, pag ba nagtayo ako ng hotel sa lugar na to, sino ba yung mga potential na customer ko? Sino ba yung mga potential guests na pwede sa aking mag-book na mga rooms na mag-check-in sa aking hotel? Okay? So, you have to determine. Depende rin yan kung saang lugar mo itatayo yung hotel, diba? kung anong bansa yan. So the best customer is the one who can spend the most money at your property purchasing profitable items. So malalaman mo na yan is yung customer na fit for your business if you know that they can spend money at your property. Magtatayo ka ba ng hotel sa mga, let's say, sa mga slum dunk areas or sa mga, let's say, sa mga baryo? Magtatayo ka ba ng hotel doon? Magtatayo ka ba sa mga, what do you call that? Sa mga iskinita? Magtatayo ka ba ng hotel sa mga alam mo na hindi naman well-developed yung area? So, syempre hindi. So, you want to put up a hotel sa alam mo na may mga customer, may mga guests ka na talagang magpapatronize sa'yo.
Okay, so in continuation of the yield management, in choosing the most profitable reservations, so it says here that the products and services you provide are the best fit for their needs. So the best customers for the property are the ones who receive the greatest benefit from your services. So it means that if we are going to provide the best product, which is the guest room, and the services within the hotel, syempre ang magbe-benefit nun is the end user, which is the customer o yung ating mga guests. So in return, if they are satisfied, of course, they are willing to pay more, they are willing to stay sa hotel natin ng mas madalas, and they will remain loyal. So many operations do not know who the best customers are. However, the answer is in a properties data collection system. So ano ba yung nakapaloob sa properties data collection system ng isang hotel? So dito pwedeng nakapaloob yung tinatawag na guest histories, mga food and beverage checks, cash register receipts, and the records of strategically allied business partners. So syempre, mas madali natin matatrack if si guest is a loyal guest, kung siya is madalas mag-check-in sa hotel kasi makikita natin yon sa guest history. So, in that case, kapag meron tayong information ni guest, mas madali natin silang makontak, mas madali natin silang masasenda ng mga promotional techniques or methods ng isang hotel. So, the next one is the groups. So, who are the groups who will benefit from this enhanced profit? So, first one is the guests. Ayan. Second one is the employees, management, and the shareholders and investors. So, syempre, si guests, they are the one of the primary beneficiaries of increased revenues and profits. So, dito we have to bear in mind that guests are happier, they are more loyal and eager to tell others about the great experience they had sa isang hotel. So once na masatisfy sila, of course, alam naman natin that one of the most powerful marketing method is the word of mouth. So kapag nasatisfy sila, nagandahan sila sa mga services na ino-offer ninyo, so eventually they will share it to their friends, relatives, or even family members or colleagues. So second one is employees. So in order to achieve long-term success, employees must be involved in the profit-making and profit-taking. Okay, so of course, if there are enhanced profit, syempre magbe-benefit din dyan yung ating mga employees. So next one is the management. So structured reward systems are necessary for management. So these systems reflect their need for income and achievement and further the profits of the property. And the last one is the shareholders and investors. So dito, meron tayong tinatawag na ROI or the return on investment, dependable growth, share prices, and so on are all the outcomes of increased revenue. So money attracts money, and the investors will relish the long-term growth potential of their investment. So may mga hotels kasi na pwede kang mag-invest or most likely yung mga corporations, yung mga chain hotels na habang lumalago yung hotel, habang nagkakaroon ng enhanced profit, mas nakikilala, so mas tumataas din yung tendency na mas maraming mga investors ang mag-invest or maging involved doon sa particular property. So managers face 6 major obstacles in their efforts to implement a yield management. So ano ba yung mga pinagdadaanan ng mga managers o yung mga conflicts or obstacles na na-encounter nila within this yield management system? So first one is the lack of creativity. So syempre, does your company do things the way they have always been done? Is there a need for standardization? Lalong-lalo na pagdating sa kitchen, di ba, sa food and beverage restaurant, baka mamaya hindi standardize yung mga recipes, paulit-ulit na lang yung ino-offer natin na food. So with regards to the operating procedures, okay, so dito, if there is a lack of creativity, there should be training sessions rather, para nang sa ganon is mailabas natin yung creative side, yung mga skills, yung mga knowledge ng ating mga employees. And then lack of attention. So it is difficult to stay in focus all the time. So the minute you stop paying attention, things go wrong. So even the smallest problem na nangyayari sa hotel o yung mga day-to-day na operation, okay, kung may mga problema na nangyayari sa hotel, so dapat yun is hindi natin pinapalagpas. So dapat is binibigyan natin agad sila ng immediate action o yung tinatawag nga natin before na mga short-run demands. So next one is the monitoring the wrong signals. So we tend to monitor the easy things to measure such as food cost and inventory. We should be looking for opportunities, not statistics. So, syempre, sa isang hotel, kung sabi nga natin, di ba, ang in-yield management system is to find the right customer at the right time at the right price. So, ibig sabihin, yun pa lang is an opportunity para makita natin sino ba yung mga customers na pwede natin na lapitan, pwede natin na i-market. So in that case, mas magiging maayos yung flow ng ating yield management system. So next one is the conflict between sales and service. So front of the house and back of the house employees must work together for the common cause of serving and satisfying the guests. So whether you are working as a frontliner, so let's say isa kang front office associate, isa kang waiter, isa kang barista, diba? Commonly, ikaw yung agad na nalalapitan ni guest. Ikaw yung madalas niya agad na makita, maki-interact. So, syempre, walang pinagkaiba yung back of the house employees. So, ikaw, kung nag-work ka sa office, if you are working as a manager, okay? So, ibig sabihin, same lang dapat kayo ng goal. So, your goal is to work towards a common cause para mapagsilbihan natin yung guest and at the end is masatisfy natin yung guest. So, wala dapat maging conflict between the sales and the service. So, targeting the wrong customers, ayan, isa sa mga problema kung bakit hindi nag-work yung ating yield management system because first, you do not know who your customers are. Hindi mo alam kung sino yung market mo, diba? So, the right customers are those who will purchase the most of your products and services. So, you have to look for the customers with money to spend to give to you a reasonable profit. So, dito papasok syempre yung 7 P's of marketing. Okay? So, yung mixed variables of the product, the price, the promotion, and how are you going to distribute it. So, para makapag-attract ka pa ng mas madaming customers or guests. And the last one is the rewarding the wrong behavior. Okay? So, many sales management policies are designed to encourage occupancy and average daily rate. Yun naman talaga ang pinaka-goal ng hotel is to have increased sales, magkaroon sila ng mataas na profit. But then again, example dito is restaurants. So by allowing customers to reward the wait staff, may encourage promotion of higher priced items. In either case, the sale may not reflect the best interest of the property, However, yield management is designed to increase the profit, not just gross sales. Okay, so those are the 6 major obstacles na kinakaharap ng mga managers with regards to the yield management system. And the last one are the groups. So, vital din ang group check-in sa operation ng isang hotel. Okay? So, sinasabi natin dito that yield management is usually thought of in the context of turning away undesirable business during excess demand period. So, the real art of yield management is learning how to turn this undesirable booking request into desirable ones. So, the bottom line is you have to teach all your employees in the art of saying yes. Okay? Kasi alam naman natin, pag nagtatrabaho tayo sa hospitality industry or tourism industry, hindi naman tayo pwedeng mag-no kay guest. Diba? As long as na-inline naman yung mga request ni guest doon sa ating operating procedures, diba? So, as much as possible, we want to say yes. Para na sa ganun, masatisfy si guest, matuwa si guest sa services na ibibigay ng hotel. So, the art of saying yes is particularly important in negotiating group business. Kasi pag group na yan, di ba, group check-in, marami ng taong involved, marami ng guests ang involved. So we have 3 terms here na pinag-uusapan kapag may mga group check-in. Number 1 is the rates. So when we say rates, these are how much the group is going to pay. Okay? So meron naman tayong mga rates na ini-impose sa hotel, the rack rate, government rate, institutional rate, diba? So family rate, so meron naman. So the next one is the dates. Okay? So dates are when the group is going to be staying. So in the reservation process and the registration stage, so dito natin makikita, kailan ba, okay, kailan ba mag-i-stay itong grupo na to sa ating hotel. And the last one is the space. So when we say space, how many rooms the group will use. Okay? So naibigay na natin yung rate nila, nalaman na natin kung kailan sila magstay. Ngayon is ilang rooms naman yung kanilang i-occupy. So those are the terms na involved with regards to the group check-in. Okay, so that's the end of our presentation for today. So if ever you miss some points in our lesson video, feel free to replay it in YouTube. So thank you so much for listening and have a nice day.